got a table from the brick, coffee table.
So they showed Ica talking to Cindy, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't want Dimitri to win, but hold on, when you're on the roundabout of doom, you're like, oh, hang on, do your best, so make your mind up."
Dimitri also got that tiara thing that looked like
tiara?
It looked like those things that Greek gods wear.
Oh, like a
leafy
like
thing.
A crown of thorns.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like obligatory headgear that they have to put into the HOH
Greek
basket.
god. And then Ica said to Cindy, "I don't like Neda's ego at this point." And Cindy said, "If I do anything wrong, she yells at me."
When they were sat at the table, and it really looked like they were actually in space at that point, I thought, because they were both wearing white outfits, and it looked really spacey.
Ica said she thinks she's the boss of everybody. True. And then they had Dimitri a flashback. Or was that when he said he was going to save Gary 100%?
Probably. I got Cindy saying something. What is it? I know. I feel like if I do anything wrong, she yells at me. So you just say that bit.
Oh dear. Look, let's not worry. Arissa's given up listening by now. Anyone else who's listening is just, Arif, Joseph, hardcore. It don't matter at this point. I'm drunk.
Our notes are all over the place because this was a very emotional episode
but we
watch.
did pause it like about 7 billion times.
Yeah, we still couldn't write them.
But I can't read my own writing.
I've got Ica in the diary room.
Mm-hmm.
Neda is the, like... I'm still speaking backwards. Neda is like the big brother truth, she said. This is Neda's own opinion of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, fake ass bitches in this house.
Who does that remind you of?
Who did say fake ass? Farah Abraham.
Broken flip flop. Remember when they gave her that task where she could homophobically insult Austin Armacroft?
Oh yeah.
You're so gay. And they're like, hold on.
I don't think that was the rules.
I know, but then afterwards I was like, you couldn't say that. And she's like, hold on, you said I could say whatever the
anything
hell
I wanted.
It's like, oh yeah, we did actually say that. But still, you pushed it too far. But he broke my flip-flop. Just before Arissa come back on the screen, they showed Bruno waxing Cindy's armpits.
Yeah. Now, this is the second week in a row that armpit maintenance has come up. I was quite surprised that Cindy felt the need to wax her armpit at all.
Do you wax your armpits?
No.
What? Why are you laughing?
No, we've had this. I told you I'd trim them. I would trim my armpit hair.
Yeah.
But like Cindy's an Asian girl. They didn't have any hair there, do they?
But even if you do have hair there, you just shave it and it doesn't hurt. If you wax it, it hurts.
Can you imagine waxing such a sensitive area?
I don't
You probably
wax
can.
anything. No, I can't because it hurts. I don't do that. It hurts too much. Either shave it or nair it, and the hair just pull it off. Easy. What? You never know anything.
You just spray it on and shower off the hair, don't you? Right?
You don't spray it on. You just rub it on.
Oh, I thought it was like a foam.
No, it's
I think
like
that's
a
Venus.
cream. What?
Venus.
It doesn't.
She's
Emma
got
Willis.
it.
Doesn't Emma Willis advertise that?
Yeah, she does.
But waxing anything is very, very painful. Don't ever do that. They only do that on Big Brother, wax things and pull it off, don't they?
They always do it on Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of stupid shit you do in the
Yeah,
house. This would be fun for telly.
Fuck that. I went and got waxed professionally once.
Never again.
Never again. Neggy again. So then, what happened? I can't read my own writing. Can you help?
I don't really know where we're at, to be honest. I mean, we've done HOH room.
Dimitri, no, because he got a coffee table from the brick.
Yeah.
It was all glass, and he got tequila, and he saw his sister. Then Kevin was spooning Gary outside.
Oh, shit, yeah. Where was that?
Outside.
By the pool?
In the garden.
Why is nobody using the pool this year? That's what I want to know.
Because it's too cold. And then Gary's nose looked like he'd been contouring.
He contoured his nose.
Gary's not really got a big nose. I don't think it needs contouring.
You can contour anything if you're Gary Glitter.
I've put not Gary. Kevin was being a bit handsy, but I hate
Wandering
that.
hands.
I don't like that expression. You know that expression, handsy.
No, I've never heard handsy.
Yeah, it's like people say it, and it's like, oh, they're being a bit handsy, but actually, It's like, oh,
Who's
they're
been a
like,
perv.
they're like sexually assaulting someone, and they
Been
say,
a bit handsy.
I know, and then they say handsy, and it's like, oh, well,
It
that
excuses
seems, yeah, exactly. And even though I just used it and you'd never heard of it, I've heard it's like, oh, so and so's being a bit handsy.
That reminds me of when Russell Brand's stand-up when he was talking about a perv's eye view. It's a headline about a paedophile that had a view over a school.
Oh, right.
And he was saying like the term perv was a bit like nonchalant about to use alongside a paedophile story.
It's true. That's what handsy's like. Oh no, you're sexually assaulting someone. That's not just being handsy.
This is Kevin's kind of typical being all over the gay guy thing. I don't like it.
Kevin, we're on to you.
And he's saying like, oh, don't worry kind of thing, comforting Gary.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't got his back.
What do you think about Peely watching this from home?
He'll be rolling in a grave.
Apparently on live feed, I heard Kevin wants to get back with Peely, but she's not interested.
Probably knows he'd be better off with a nice man.
I know. Meanwhile, Ica was talking to Dimitri. He was touching her butt.
We noticed before that Ica's weave is starting to suffer from what it's been through in the
because they put her
HOH
on that roundabout,
task.
poured water all over her. So
roundabout.
it was UFO, whatever.
Yeah, we saw them share their first kiss.
Dimitri said,
Demika.
He said, I have such a crush on you. And he touched...
And I thought he said he wanted to touch her crotch.
Then he touched her boobs and he talked about bumps in the road.
And I put, well, it's day 23. They must be getting horny by now. This is something you don't hear in Big Brother Canada. This is a bit early. It's not like my BB Can Odysseys thing. You don't hear people talking about having a wank, do you? They don't talk about that. Maybe on live feed they might, but in Big Brother UK, someone will always talk about like, oh, you know, have you had a wank yet? And then talk about, oh, I did it in the shower.
There's only guys who talk about that. Girls don't talk about. Oh, actually,
Sometimes.
they do. Remember that girl who did it in the cardboard box, Sam?
You can hear the moans coming out of the box.
When a girl does it, it's much frowned upon, and if a guy does it, it's
heaven
like,
forbid a girl should masturbate.
if a guy does it, it's like, oh well,
Hey,
he's got to do it. If a girl does it, it's like, sluts. It's true. Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
It's true. I mean, and if a girl wants to sit on a wine bottle, that's their own business.
That's just a bit of theatrics. So Dimitri said to Ica, I would rather lose this game with you than win it without you.
That was the most romantic line I've ever heard in Big Brother House.
Swoon. And then Dimitri said to Ica, I want to keep Gary as the target. Don't I?
Yeah, he was checking it out with Ica.
I still don't understand why Gary went. Then Ica said to Gary,
she
you
said,
come off as disingenuous.
Is that even a real word?
No.
I think that's just been made up by Big Brother contestants, hasn't it?
Disingenuine.
During that discussion with Dimitri, though, she said, he's the biggest target, but if he goes, who becomes the biggest target?
Exactly, and then they've just set themselves up as the biggest
But did she not mean that he would become the biggest target?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's if he goes. And
Yeah.
then he didn't keep him.
No, he didn't. He's an idiot. And then
Ica gave the pep talk.
Prep talk.
Pep talk. Prep talk.
I can't read my own writing. Can you help?
This is when they were in the bathroom and Gary was getting his washing out of the washing machine.
This was TV Gold.
And Ica began to serve her trademark brand of truth to Gary. About Kevy Wevy.
Gary was like, Kevin says he cares about me.
He tells me he will never come after me.
And I'm unique.
And different.
And I'm opening up his horizons. And Ica's just like...
to things he never... And then she goes, this is all lies.
She's like, oh God, Gary.
Is he paying me for a fool on television? Gary said. And she said, he is.
Ica waved her toothbrush at him really angrily. And
what was funny about this conversation was how Gary kind of started off with a straight face, and then when Ica kind of blurted out that after he said he cares for me, he had a knowing smile on his face, like he knew really that Kevin didn't have his back.
But even as Gary said it, he was laughing, hiding behind the washing machine. Ica was just like, and Gary knew what she was saying was actually true. And then Gary said, oh, he's playing me for a fool on TV. And my anxiety levels were 99%. And Gary said, maybe I should go home for being a shit player this season. And Ica said, no, When
Yeah.
people think of Big Brother,
They think of Gary.
Don't have people treat you like a punk. They're the punks.
You're a freaking BB player. You're a legend.
Stop it. You're a legend. You will not have these people something about you.
Do not have these people have you leave this house pre-jury.
You have left your mark. You have inspired people. Realise who you are. Gary, you're doing it for the girly boys. But that scene between Gary and Iker,
That was the best scene out of this whole series.
even though we watched it 5 times, we still couldn't quote it right. But
There's a lot of words in
it was like TV, it was TV gold. It's like Gary and Iker together. It's like,
I said to you, actually, I'm so glad they're in this house together at that point.
and you leave me with fucking Jackie, fucking Emily, Dylan. Fuck off. I don't want those inferior players. Either give me all stars or give me newbies. Don't give me these fucking weak ass newbies. Oh, I got bullied at school. Oh, my niece at home. Shut the fuck up. Fuck off. You got all stars in there. You're victim them one after the other. Cassandra, who I don't even like. Gary, Dallas. Yeah, he's not an all-star, whatever. Fuck off, Dallas. But seriously, come on. And we're left with fucking Jackie and Emily and fuck you. Fuck off.
Jesus Christ, I need a drink of water after that. You're right.
No. Disagree? Do you disagree?
No, but what I'm a little bit annoyed about is
Shockwaves
like we
through the
shockwaves
podcast.
with the we had Iker like trying to give Gary this pep talk about how he should go out fighting,
She's giving
but
him the
actually
tea.
it was all in her hands. She could have convinced
Exactly.
Dimitri to save Gary, so Iker's got a lot to answer for right now.
And Gary said to the camera, "These bitches are really trying me."
I think this bitch needs to show these honeys who's boss. Oh, then we had this navigation error.
Fucking hell.
Who was it again?
Angie Everett.
Angie Everett and her
Matt
Shea.
Space Jacked something.
Space Jacked the Odyssey. Well, do you know, I thought it should have been Peter Capaldi as the Doctor coming in, because I don't know who these two nobodies are.
You need to search the Odyssey for clues and find out who's behind something.
The space jacking, I think.
Evicting Gary. Bruno was flipping mattresses, so I'm calling him a racist right now. If you watch BBUS, you know what I'm talking about. Gaz doesn't know what we're talking about, everyone.
So we're looking for clues that they don't even know what they are.
Dylan was scanning a barcode.
Yeah. How did they know to say Odyssey scan barcode? Was it written on the back of them?
Kevin was trying to find his sexuality behind a cushion.
Oh yeah, I put the Odyssey went into self-checkout mode. Unexpected item in bagging area.
SCO2. Access denied.
OS2C.
Was that like Iris?
Access denied.
What was that access denied from?
Did ISIS? Did Iris say that? ISIS said all kinds of shit.
Oh, ISIS.
Oh, and then Kevin found the last clue, the final barcode, and he said, "I wonder what this will unlock." And you said Kevin's sexuality.
No, that's still hidden under a blanket.
But the answer they worked out was initials of our well-known Persian princess, Cassandra.
Something like that. Cassandra Schadenfreude.
Yeah. And then it was CO20.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the code.
Never mind. Cassandra come in. She was sat in Stephen Hawking's armchair.
I'm back, bitches.
I would have got away with it. It wasn't for you pesky.
She got the Scooby-Doo edit.
Neda's fucking stood
It wasn't
there.
the housemates, it was the private eyes or whatever.
Neda fucking...
Neda revealed her fucking...
Screw face. Jackie actually gulped. And then Neda went... Is that
Jackie's always gulping.
I know. And then Neda went, is that really necessary? And Dre was like, something's not impressed.
Neda's not impressed. And then Gary went, she's amazing. Neda, alright, suck up. She's not listening. She does it like, and does a little smile. It's like, I'm really still being nice.
And then I've got Emily.
Emily actually said,
Go on.
she's the villain of the series. Or probably season.
This
She's
is
literally
good.
the villain of the season.
Yeah.
And Gary said, oh, honey, you don't know who the villain is until you watch the show.
That is so astute and that is so accurate, because I bet Neda still thinks that people actually like her. Neda, wake up, boo, because everyone hates your ass except for fat old guys on Twitter who have a go at me. So everyone hates you. Probably even John Pardy and his fucking fungal infection hate you now. So whatever. But they all got to watch the
it didn't matter because
Private Eyes season 2 premiere. Oh, this looks so amazing.
a lot of people look really